right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna explain it from scratch, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you come out of your yard there, you're gonna indicate left, mirror left blind spot indicate, you're gonna stop, handbrake up neutral, into gear vibration, then you're gonna do the full observation from the opposite side, handbrake down, then you go forward, then you do a turning observation, mirror left blind spot, then you turn, then look on your right blind spot, then you turn. Do not go over the solid line there, there's a yellow line there, instant fail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then we're gonna go forward, then always indicate before you come towards your turn or your stop. So we're gonna go left at the hillside, so it's mirror, left blind spot, indicate. Then you go forward, go forward, go forward. Now this is a yield sign, but you can use it as a stop. Look in the mirror when you brake and stop behind the line, and then handbrake up, neutral, right? Release the clutch in the brake. Now here's a yield sign, you can use it as a stop or you can use it as a yield. Yield meaning you move a little bit forward, if there's no cars then you turn. But rather use it as a stop because there's always cars parking on your right there, right? Then you can't like see if it's safe, right? Always enter when it is safe. If you enter unsafe, they mark it as an unsafe action, instant fail, right?
Yeah.
Now you put in a clutch into gear. You feel the vibration. Right? Now you do the full observation opposite side and then handbrake down. And then you go forward. Now it's mirror, left blind spot. Now you turn, then look on the right blind spot and look in front of you. Here we need to change lanes left because we're going left. So it's mirror, left blind spot indicate, mirror, left blind spot again. Then you go over the dash line because there's a solid line there, right?
Yeah.
Over the dash line. Now we're gonna go left at the stop, mirror, left blind spot, indicate. Go forward, look in the mirror when you brake, stop behind the line, handbrake up, okay, neutral, release the clutch in the brake. Right? Put in the clutch again, into gear, vibration, and do the full observation opposite side and then handbrake down. Always enter when it's safe. If there's no cars coming, mirror left blind spot, now you turn left, now look on your right blind spot and look in front of you. Always look in front of you because you need to check where you are turning. Do not go over the red line, instant fail. Look in the mirror when you change gear, look in the mirror when you brake, every 8 seconds look in your mirror. Always when you turn into second gear, over speed bump, into second gear, around a circle, into second gear. You can only touch a dash line and you can only go over a dash line. You cannot touch a solid line, that's the red line, the yellow line and the white line. You cannot go over a solid line, that's an instant fail, right?
Okay.
At the stop street, you're going to stop, then you're going to go straight. So you look in the mirror when you brake, look in front of you, stop behind the line, handbrake up, gear neutral, release the clutch in the brake, put in the clutch into gear, vibration, do the full observation from any side, right? Then handbrake down and give gas, and when you go, then you look mirror, left and right at the side road. Give gas, put in the clutch, release the clutch completely, then you give gas for the second gear. You're not allowed to stop in the cross box, right? Stop over it or you stop behind it. At the robots, we are going left, so it's mirror, left blind spot, indicate. Incline start, right? Look in the mirror when you brake, before the car stops completely, put in a clutch, handbrake up, into neutral. Now this is an incline start, right? If you roll back, instant fail. So you hold the vibration, use a little bit gas, handbrake down, release the clutch slowly and then you turn. Remember, also, while the robot is red, the feet must be off the pedals. You wait for your opposite robot to go orange, then you put in the clutch, right?
Okay.
And always when you turn in your left lane, always when you drive on the left side of the road. When you stop behind the car, a car's length in between. When you drive behind the car, a car's length in between. Vibration, put in the clutch, into gear, vibration, use the gas, do the full observation opposite side, handbrake down, release the clutch. Now you look mirror, left blind spot, now you turn, look on the right blind spot, and look in front of you. And then you would push and pull, right? Put in the clutch, look in the mirror when you change gear, release the clutch, give gas, and stick to the left side of the road. Now on the left here, there will always be obstructions, right? You may change lanes around them as long as it's safe, right? And when you change lanes, mirror right blind spot indicate, mirror right blind spot again, look if it's safe. If it's not safe, you stop if you are too close. But if it's safe, mirror right blind spot, then you go over, right? If you need to change lanes over again, you need to be on the left lane, mirror left indicate, mirror left blind spot again, then you go over, right?
Yeah.
Look in the mirror when you change gear into 3 and leave it into 1, into 2, into 3. Do not move to 4th gear, otherwise you might go over the speed limit. Speed limit is under 60. You stick under 50 and watch your speed limits, watch your road signs on the side of the road, right? And you must always be the safe one, right?
Yeah.
at the intersection, always move slowly towards robots. Mirror left as you pass in all the side roads. Mirror right as you pass, right?
Okay.
And then whenever you mirror right at the side road, and when you move towards the cars that are like stopping at the robot and the robot went to green, you can move to second gear. If you must yield, use gas. Now use mirror, side and side, right?
Oh.
Now here we're going left at this robot. Mirror left blind spot indicate. Mirror left blind spot again over the dash line, not over the solid line, right? And if it's not safe, then you wait and you slow down, or you go a little bit forward and then you go. At this robot we are going left, right? Mirror left blind spot indicate. Look in the mirror when you brake. There's an arrow, so you move along with the arrow. Mirror left blind spot. Now you turn. Look on your right blind spot, and then you turn in your left lane. Do not go over the solid lines there, right? There's a road here to your left, so here you look, mirror left. Now let me explain to you quickly. I'm going to put my hazards on.
Okay.
At the robots, when you move towards a robot, move rather slow, because if the robot goes amber and you move over the line, instant fail. So if you're behind the line and it's amber, you stop. Look in the mirror when you brake and stop. If your robot is amber and you're on the line and you're in the middle of the intersection, you have to go over, right? You're not allowed to change lanes in the middle of the intersection. You're not allowed to change gears in the middle of the intersection, right? Yeah, let's go. Put in a clutch into first gear by abrasion. Do the full observation from any side and handbrake down and go. Give gas. Look in the mirror when you change gear. Release the clutch and then you give gas, right? At the side road here, you look mirror left. At the robots, we're going left. Mirror left blind spot indicate, so you stick in your left lane, right? You stop behind the car, a car's length in between. When you drive behind the car, a car's length in between. Look in the mirror when you brake. Look in front of you and stop a safe distance, right? Handbrake up to neutral, and you lift your handbrake up once the car is at a complete stop with the brake, right?
Yeah.
And hands always on the side of the wheel, right? At the pedestrian, when you pass the pedestrian, you look mirror, side and side. That is your side, that is your side. At the back is the blind spots, right? At the pedestrian, when there's anyone waiting there to cross, you need to stop for them. If there's a robot with the pedestrian and your robot is green, then you may go. But if the person persists to walk over, then you rather stop. Look, if it's like safe to brake, then you rather stop, because you always need to be the safe one, right?
What is amber, by the way?
Amber is when the robot is orange.
Okay.
Yeah. When the robot is orange, you stop behind the line. Do not go over orange arrow. Do not go over orange robot. Okay? In the clutch, you do gear, in the first gear by abrasion, do the full observation, and break down and give gas. Always when you turn into the second gear, put in the clutch, look in the mirror when you change gear, release the clutch. Now before you turn, you do a turning observation. Mirror, left blind spot, then you turn and look on you, right blind spot and look in front of you, right? When you make your wheel straight. And you look in the mirror when you change gear and give gas. Now you're not allowed to change gears when you move up on the hill, right? You're not allowed to change lanes when you move up on the hill. Every 8 seconds, look in your mirror. When you brake, look in your mirror. When you change gear, look in your mirror. Always when you turn into second gear, over speed bump, into second gear, around a circle, into second gear. Every 8 seconds, look in your mirror. Anything else you guys want to know?
They on the main road, when there's my city bus,
Yeah.
When you stop, do you do like the full complete stop as at the robot?
Stop, handbrake up neutral behind the my city bus. If there's no space next to the my city bus, then you stop behind him, then you put your hazards on. He's not going to stop long, then he's going to go. If there's a dash line next to him, then you change lanes if it's safe. If there's a solid line next to him, you stop handbrake up neutral behind the bus. You wait for the examiner to tell you to go over the solid line. Do you understand?
Okay.
You don't make your own rule there, right? When the robot is also flashing, you use it as a four-way stop, right? Every 8 seconds, look in your mirror. watch your road signs, watch your speed limits on the side of the road. Robot is red, look in the mirror when you brake. Once you come closer, put in the clutch, stop behind the line, and stop, and brake up. Okay, neutral, release the clutch and the brake, right? In the clutch, into gear, vibration, and do the full observation from any side, and handbrake down and give gas. Look in the mirror when you change gear, release the clutch and give gas. Look in the mirror when you change gear, look in the mirror when you change gear into 3. At the circle, if you need to exit out of the first exit or the second exit, you'll be in the outer lane. If you need to exit out of the fourth exit or out of the third exit or the fourth exit, you'll be in the inner lane. Now we're going to exit out of the second exit, so we're going to be in the outer lane. At the yield sign, you rather stop just to be safe, because there's always like cars coming there. Look in the mirror when you brake, and stop, right, handbrake up, into neutral, right? Now at the circle, when you enter, look on your right blind spot. When you exit, indicate left, into gear, vibration, and do the full observation. You only put your handbrake down when there's no cars coming, right? As you enter, look on your right blind spot, mirror gear, right, now we're going left, mirror left blind spot, indicate, right, mirror left blind spot again, then you turn, look on your right blind spot, and what's the red line there, what's the solid lines, always watch the solid lines, you always stick in your lane. Look in the mirror when you change gear, into 3, every 8 seconds look in the mirror, watch your road signs, watch your speed limits on the side of the road, right, what's the solid lines, right. Always stick to the left side of the road. Look in the mirror when you brake, when you move towards the robot that's red. Put in the clutch when you are closer. Stop a safe distance. And brake up, okay, neutral, release the clutch and the brake. Right? Put it into 1, into gear, vibration, and do the full observation from any side and handbrake down and give gas. Now you must go over the whole intersection with the first gear, because you're not allowed to change lane. You're not allowed to change lanes in the middle of the intersection. You're not allowed to change lanes. You're not allowed to change gear in the middle of the intersection. Then look in your mirror, then you move to second gear, release the clutch, then you give gas. So you have to drag the first gear over the intersection. Look in the mirror again into 3. Remember the side roads as you drive. Mirror left, mirror right, mirror right, mirror left, mirror and side, only when there is side roads. Every 8 seconds look in the mirror. Right. There you look, mirror and right. And when you do observations, you need to keep a wheel in your lane. Mirror and left. Brake, mirror inside, a little bit gas. Robot is still green. Here you look, right, you're already here, mirror right. We're going left at the next robot, mirror left blind spot indicate. Look in the mirror when you brake. Now move to second gear always before you turn. Release the brake, release the clutch into 2. It has to be into 2 before you turn. Mirror left blind spot, now you turn, look on your right blind spot and look in front of you, right? We're going left at the next robot, we need to change lanes, mirror left blind spot indicate, mirror left blind spot again, then you go over, right? Incline start again, just watch the red line there, watch the solid lines, you stick in your lane, use your brake, look in the mirror when you brake, put in the clutch and stop a safe distance, and brake up into neutral, so this is going to be an incline start, right? In the clutch into gear, vibration, use the gas, do the full observation opposite side, handbrake down, give gas, release the clutch, mirror gear, mirror left blind spot, now you turn, look on your right blind spot, and when you turn, just watch the lines here, right? Just watch the bus line, because there are space in between the bus line and the middle line, you drive through the bus line, right? Mirror and gear into 3, now you look, mirror and left, But if the bus line is halfway in your block, then you have to go over it. You don't have a choice because you can't go in the next lane unnecessarily. Mirror and right. There's a lot of observations here on the side roads. What's your road signs? Mirror left. What's your speed limits? What's your road signs on the side of the road? What's the side road? Right? Mirror and right. Remember, you're not allowed to wave at anyone, you're not allowed to hoot at anyone. At the pedestrian, you look mirror, side and side. At the side road, mirror right. Every 8 seconds, look in your mirror. Here you look, mirror and right. Mirror and right again. Now look at the sign there. There's a robot, there's a pedestrian, right? So you look ahead, what observations is lying. So when you get there, you know what to do. You don't have to look at it when you're there. Here you look, mirror, side and side. At the pedestrian, you look mirror, side and side. At the side road again, you look mirror and right. At the speed limit there, your speed limit is under 40 when you want to take the bend by the liquor store here by Spa. Right, so you stick under 40, right? What's the side road? Mirror and left, mirror and right. Stick in your lane. Mirror and right, mirror and left. At the robots, we are going straight. Look in the mirror when you brake. Put in the clutch. Stop a safe distance. Look in the mirror again when you brake. And stop. And look up, neutral. Release the clutch in the brake. And the feet must be on the ground. Clutch into gear, vibration, and do the full observation from the opposite side and handbrake down. Mirror gear into the second gear because there is still space before the intersection. Now you look mirror, side, and then left and right. Once you're over the intersection, you move to third gear, mirror and gear, mirror and right at the side road. Now you have to do the multiple observations now and then. Mirror and right. But there will always be obstructions on the left on the main road. Mirror left, so always watch for taxis, watch for my city buses, watch for bikes, watch for the pedestrians. Always be alert, right? Here you look, mirror right, and at the pedestrian, mirror and left and right. Stick in your lane. Now you look mirror and then right. Rather bikes, you rather than stick behind the bikes, let them rather on the drive than you to pass them, right? You can go past them, but rather stick to the white line. Mirror right there at the side road. Mirror right again. We're going left into your department. That is a short opening there before the robot, so you have to go into the second gear before you turn and you have to go slow. Mirror left as you pass the side road. Now you indicate mirror left blind spot, indicate, right? And move to the second gear and you be ready. And when you turn, you do not go over the solid line of the stop street. Do not go over the high pavement, instant fail. So you have to take it towards your right, then you turn. Use your brake, mirror left blind spot. Now you turn, look on your right blind spot, and then you go in your lane. Here we go. Right? Look in the mirror when you brake. Then they'll ask you to stop the car on the side, or they'll ask you to go stop the car straight. Right? Look in the mirror when you brake. Use your brake, put in the clutch. Go forward, and stop. When you hit the pavement, instant fail. Handbrake up, into neutral, switch off your car. Well done, there you pass.
What if you come into a robot? The robot is red, and you slowing down already, and when you get there, it turns green. Do you have to stop
No,
completely?
you yield. You put in the clutch into the second gear or maybe into the first gear, then you just go. You don't have to handbrake up neutral. You're allowed to yield less than like 5 seconds. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yield meaning at the yield sign or moving towards the cars that are moving or maybe obstruction. Yield meaning you use your brake slowly, right? But if you have to stop and you have to hold the clutch and the brake more than 5 seconds, then you must handbrake up neutral. Release the clutch and the brake into the gear vibration with the full observation, handbrake down, and then you go.
Okay. And they coming inside the traffic department. Can't you go back to first gear?
No, you have to move to second gear. Always into the second gear before you turn.
What if the scars
Where?
in the middle lane? So that means you will not have space to go through.
Yeah. Oh, meaning in the second gear, then you need to wait until the car is moving. Then you move a little bit forward. Then you turn, but you don't turn on your far left. Otherwise, you're gonna go over the high pavement, and you might also go over the solid line by the stop street. So you have to go straight. Then you turn. Then you can use the first gear. Then you can move slowly. That should be fine.
Okay.
Are you done?
Easy. Yeah.